for the HPL League, and here today we have the Florida Gators versus Texas A&M. We're in for both a good game between these two. They're both very high in the 80s. Well, very high in the 80s, and they're both fighting for uh, really good spots between them two conferences that they have. And I mean, what do we possibly expect out of this select?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, on paper, these two are pretty even. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're 89 both across the board on, offense, defense, and overall wise. So, this is both of these teams are, fighting for playoffs, and this game could determine who goes to the SEC championship game. So, I expect this to be a dogfight, and I expect it to be, a close one here in College Station here from A&M.
Yeah, and I mean, I just had to check just to make sure was they in the same conference, and I wanted to make sure if I didn't mess it up, but they are. So this matters a lot. This is a conference game. Both are ranked in the top 25, and this is going to mean a lot here. We got one team that is
Yeah,
undefeated, and they're trying to keep
either
their undefeated alive, and we have one team that has really nothing to lose, but they have something to lose. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, I agree. I
yeah,
mean, this is more of a. I mean, A&M, they could still lose this game and still have a chance. This is, if Florida wants any chance of being in the SEC title game, they need to win this game if they still, want a shot of being in the title game.
yeah, because in this league we have a lot, and I mean a lot of users that are in the SEC. So it matters. Every user game matters. Sometimes people like the CPU schedule, but this time around, I'm for sure people didn't. So let's see what they do here. They ran for three
Oh,
yards, and they're gonna run
they,
with the QB.
interesting. You see a little option there from a Wiegman, in the backfield. Wiegman not the quickest quarterback, but he can get it done on the ground. We'll see what the Aggies can do here on 3rd and 6 from their own 29. And throw to Velman. Ooh, good. That's a good throw there from
Little throw to the
Wiegman.
left. Yep, another good throw right there on that corner route. And that's gonna give them a first down at the 47. I mean, this is what you probably want to see. I mean, this is what you want to see out of the very first plays of the game for Texas A&M. He's gonna run the ball. And he's gonna trip over a
Oh no,
lineman and a
Moss.
defensive lineman.
Moss gets tripped by his own lineman. If he didn't get tripped, he may have gone maybe a house call. Maybe would have got like 20 yards, but instead of a 20-yard gain, it turns into a
Yeah.
1-yard gain.
We're going to have a play action pass, and it's going to be a breakdown in defense. What a dot, and he just
Oh,
got laid out.
what a dot! But man, a
Wow.
great concentration there from Noah Thomas. He knew he was going to take that shot and managed to still hold on to it.
Yeah, that was really good accuracy right there because he just got popped on that play. Hospital pass is the definition right there. And they're going to play man on man with Moss caught the ball behind the backfield, and he will lose not three, 4 yards.
Good play there from the corner for the Florida. Moss breaks that, he might go all the way. So 2nd and 14 now for the Aggies at Florida's 36-yard line.
Oh my goodness, what a cut right there to the left side, and he breaks open for a gain of 12, and that's going to push them down to 3rd down and 2. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. What do you think, Slick? Have we already seen?
Yeah,
Is it
I
and
like I
especially
like
with
what
the action plays?
A&M's come out and I'd say been pretty balanced. They've ran it with Moss. They've play action hits. Then you see Ruben Owens there, loss of one. It's going interesting decision here for the A&M. I think if you're the Aggies, you might want to just go for this, and it looks like they are going to go for it on 4th and 3. So
I
let's
mean,
see
we've
here
seen
what
a
Weedman
lot
does.
out of people. Hike it, they're
Oh,
going. He's going to the right. Like Owens gets the first. Could have got a touchdown right there, but touchdown saving tackle by the safety.
yeah, that's a good play call from the Aggies. Ruben Owens against a linebacker. The running back's always going to win that matchup.
Yeah,
Lost,
and that
lost
run will
one.
be behind one. Yep, and I mean, this is how you wanted to start off a drive. Yes, it was a fourth down that you had to go through, but that would happen in this game. Pick. Wow,
He
what a
read it.
pick.
Wow,
He read it. What
what
a
a
read.
pick from Jackson. Wow, that's a good play from the junior from his home state in Florida, and he's playing for the Gators. Good play there from Jakeem Jackson.
Yeah, that I seen that as soon as he cut down, broke off the block, and it's going to give Florida Gators chance out into the field. Knowing that they get the ball at the half, they're going to run it with Wilson, and it will
Yeah,
be
you
a
see an
loss of one.
interesting formation. Eugene Wilson in the backfield. I believe he's converted to a running back now, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah,
Former receiver, and I believe he may be converted into a running back now for the Gators. So play fake, leg
he
work,
running
trying to throw. Oh,
away. He's
wide
going to
open is
go to
Wilson.
Wilson. Wilson going to
Wilson,
get
what a
the
move.
little ankle breakers. 32 yards with that. And that will be a first down at the 46. A little bit of movement right there, getting the ankles of them safeties and the
Yeah,
cornerbacks and making his way down the field.
man in motion. Gonna give it
Uh,
down to Amaro, and he's gonna get a gain of about 4 for second and 6 for the Gators.
yeah, yep. And I mean, this is really good. 2 plays and are already gaining around 50 yards, already moving and trickling down the field. About to be the end of the first though.
Oh, and he's
Oh, and that's a
sacked
sack.
by the
Stay
junior DJ Hicks.
stayed in the pocket for too long. Pocket was collapsing, and he tried to run out. Didn't work, and that would be a loss.
Big down here for the
Third down and
Gators, third and
15.
15.
Yeah, third and 15 at the 16th toughest ranked place to play. We just gotta know what you're gonna get.
Oh, and that's end of one. No score. So you see the SEC standings. You've got A&M sitting on top, Ole Miss, Georgia. I mean, yeah, like you said, this SEC is stacked. I mean, you
Yeah,
got like Georgia, Ole Miss, A&M, Auburn.
yeah. And I mean, like I said, the SEC is just all it's nothing but user. He stepped back in the pocket, and
And
he's
he's
going to get
sacked
sacked again.
again.
Fourth and 29.
And Nani White, the senior from Pennsylvania, fourth and 29 for the
Yup,
Gators.
and I mean, it's going right back to the start of this game. Texas A&M once again gets the ball back, but it still score is 0-0, so nothing really matters. Wow, what a
Oh
punt!
wow, that's a good punt from the Gators punter, which I believe he's not really known for punting well, but he got a pretty good bounce, and instead of it being at like the 40, A&M will be back at their own 11-yard line. Oh, Ruben Owens takes a shot in the backfield. Loss of one.
Yeah. A really good Florida Gators defense just now. That was really good. And let's see what you do here. It's going to be a screen. What can he do on the screen? Tried to spin. Didn't work. Only gets a gain of one.
Just back, gets back to pretty much where they started at the 11, getting a one. Third and 10.
Right. There we go. Steps back to pass. He's going to throw it to the drag route, and he's going to catch it, but it's not going to be a first down. Fourth down and 3. And then we'll punt the ball off for a second time.
Good concept there from the
Time
Aggies.
for the
Just receiver wasn't able to beat his man. I mean, drag routes. Look out! Here goes Hawkins on the punt. He's gone. That's gonna be a Gator touchdown. Wow, that's well.
that opens
That's
up a
one.
new
That's
game, and
one. That's
Texas
one way to get
A&M
on the
needs to
board.
score.
You know, your offense
There,
can't do
you not
much. Just
lying.
rely on the special teams.
Yeah. I mean, if your offense is not running that good after, a drive or two, and you need to find a way how to score because you're getting the ball at half. I mean, that's one way how to do it.
Yeah, indeed. As we'll see what A&M comes out, and now that they trail 7-0 after just giving up that punt return.
Yeah, and here we go, coming back out after the punt and a pick six. The Moss is going to run it. He could have capped to the left, but didn't, and that will be a 2nd down and 7, only a gain of 3. 3
Second and
minutes
7
left in
now.
this
Moss in
second
the
quarter.
backfield,
And that's a
and that's
throw to the
picked.
defense. Graham, where can he
Graham,
go
look at
with
the
this
big, look at the,
ball?
look at the big fella
Down
run
to the 16.
down to the 16.
And that is another turnover, 2 picks and 1 punt for Texas A&M as their undefeated streak is right now on the verge.
Yeah,
They're
that's
going to
just
motion somebody to the left.
yep.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's just, and
And that's a holding.
that's gonna come back. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
A&M,
that's
you're
going to
pretty
come
much just
back.
shooting yourselves in the foot. I mean, you give up that punt for a touchdown, and then you just throw a pick, and now Florida's in prime position to go up 2 scores.
Here
First
we
and
go.
17
So,
now after the hold.
yep. He's going to run this ball. And Webb is going to get a gain of 3 yards. Pick up of 4 yards actually. We go 2nd down and 14. He's going to step back in the pocket. He's going to find somebody. He's going to be
Wide
wide open,
open.
1-on-1. It's 1-on-1, and he gets down to the 2-yard line, and that will be a 1st down and goal at the 2. What can the Florida Gators do in order to go up 2 scores?
Mm, yeah, interesting, because I mean, look at this. You got 3 running backs in the backfield here. First and goal with the 2. Got 1 in motion,
Here we go. He's going
and
to run a running back swing, and he's not going to get there. Down at the 1. Okay.
I card. I card.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
got a
Yeah.
potential
Got an
McCart on the Gators
HPL.
now. So
Yeah, we got a HPL player in the in CFB, and he's gonna run it, and he's gonna be
oh,
stopped.
that's a good play from the Aggies. This is a big 3rd down for the Aggies defense. If you can hold Florida to a field goal, I would call that a win, considering that they started at your 16-yard line.
Yeah, I mean you can see it in the team's offense too. Texas A&M has been winning everything. Florida has negative 17 rushing yards, but at the same time, Florida has been able to score on that punt return and possibly be able to score here if they can get it done. Here we go, trying
Zagreb
to make it
making
work
some
with the
audibles. Is
Yep, trying to make
loud
it
right
work as much as
now.
possible. And Todd to the end zone. Just a quick out route, and that will be a touchdown by Michael. Uh,
By Michael
oh, yeah,
Akar for the touchdown.
yeah,
Yeah, that's just a good route there. I mean, an out route in the end zone is always gonna get open.
yeah. And that's just textbook right there. So
Now, if you're A&M, you got to score, but you also got to realize that Florida gets the ball to start the second half, so you don't want to give them the ball back with any time.
Yeah,
Out
and
come back. Out comes the
155.
Aggies offense. Got Moss in the backfield. We've been looking to throw. He's got Tease, I think
Tease.
that's how you say it. Yeah, first
Yeah,
down,
tease.
Aggies.
Yep. And they're going to hurry it up right here. They need a touchdown here to make it a bit manageable in second half. Cuts it all the way out to the outside. Almost
Moss.
broke off that tackle, but gets tackled.
I thought Moss was about to break that.
Me too, low key.
Weigman now. Ruben Owens now comes in. He's gonna throw back to
There we
Tease on
go.
that
Tease
drag.
again. And it's a
Oh, he
fumble.
fumbled! And the Gators have it.
Oh.
Cormani McClain, the junior DB. That's a great play from Cormani McClain. As it is not looking good for the Aggies right now. Lagway hands to Webb. Gonna get again at 6, 2nd and 4 now for the Gators.
Yeah, wow. I don't know. That's 3 turnovers already in the first half. I don't know if you can possibly come back from it, but it's going to be an uphill battle if you want to come back and win this game. Here we go. He's
Indeed.
going to play action
Oh,
pass. He's going to break off a
Lagway.
sack, and he's just going to get popped. He just going to, wow.
He had there was like 4 Aggie players there waiting to sack him.
Yeah, that was not good. Broke off one, but what is the sacrifice of that if two more
Lagway's
other players?
lucky that I don't know how he didn't get injured off of that, but because that was a
Yeah, he's
pretty
wearing
brutal.
tear.
That was a
Yeah.
pretty brutal sack, if you ask me. Now 3rd and 15 for the Gators. 15 seconds left in the half. He's gonna throw
He's gonna run a
backfield. He's
wheel
got
route and he's gonna get
Daniels.
it.
First down, timeout, Florida. See some of the receiving yards. I mean, Evan Stewart for Oregon just pretty much running away with that. Lagway now, let's see what he does. 11 seconds left. Lagway is going to send a man in motion. And Lagway looking to throw. Oh, he had a man
Didn't
in the
get
middle
it.
of the field.
He did, but just couldn't get it off on time, and that will cause a 2nd down and 10. Great pass rush by damn. They hitting the mess out this man.
I agree.
7 seconds left. Anything can happen here.
You got three to the right, 2 to the left. And throw a little out
He's gonna
route.
break
Oh,
off.
look out, Rizzo!
Oh
There he goes down the
my!
sideline.
Oh,
Oh, I love the
he
play
had it.
call. I love the play
What a
call. Just
yeah.
ran out of time.
And he do get a season
Now
record
over
of 2,000. Yeah.
2,000 passing yards on the season for DJ Lagway.
Yeah. And as you can see, the coach poll rankings is Oregon, Ole Miss, Kansas State, Georgia as the one team in the top 5 that have one loss, and that was a SEC loss too. So,
Yeah, indeed. Yeah,
so
that top. It's pretty much yeah. You got what 3 SEC schools, a Big 10 school, and then a Big 12 school sitting there in that top 5.
yeah, just a bunch of elite companies there. As we go back to this game, he's gonna run it all the way to the
There goes
left.
Wilson down the sideline. Good game. 15
Yeah,
yards.
was a good game right there, and I'm for sure he's going to love that because they're going to get out of the negatives for rushing yards as a total team. As this is going to be a touch pass, and he had wide open space behind
Yeah.
behind the offensive line.
Touch passes, at least when I play, it's one of my go-to plays, but just couldn't quite. If he had gotten through that hole, he was gone. You weren't gonna catch him, and you'd be looking at a 21-0 Gators lead.
Yeah, I mean, what all Texas A&M need to do here, you need 2 stops and 2 touchdowns in order to make this game, in order to win this game right here. And that, oh wow, just what a stop, what a route from the wide receiver Michael, and is an injury on the play.
That's a wow. That's a really great play from the freshman. You know, the freshman showing that he can play some ball.
Whoa, what a stop right there,
Yeah,
and
it looks like an A&M
that player
defensive
will
player
not
will
be
not
coming
be
back.
coming back. DJ Hicks on the TFO. That's a good play there from the D tackle. Second and 13 now for the
Uh,
Gators.
Yep. And let's see what he can do. Once again, this stadium is getting loud. He's going to throw 2 out routes, and they will get down
I
to the
believe that
39
is the tight end Arliss
tight end.
Bootlegger
Yeah.
with the catch. Third and
And,
5.
yep, 3rd and 5. So what do you possibly think they could do here? It could be a bunch of things, or, oh, you're going to come out empty.
You could bring the blitz. I mean, you've been able to hit Lagway all day, but you'd be paying for the risk. 3rd and 5 here for the Gators to see what they do.
He's
Gonna
going to
throw
lob
it
it to
deep,
heaven.
and it's
He's
picked
going to lob it to
off.
heaven, and the heaven will not call back as it is a pick. What can it be? Can it be a pick six?
Look
Possibly.
out!
Hold
There it
on.
goes. Lagway
Oh,
making the game-saving
Lagway.
tackle, or um,
The touchdown saving.
touchdown saving tackle. I, good play call, just a better play from the DB there in the end zone. Now we see Moss gets to the edge, gets a block from his tight end, only gonna go for a gain of 30. That was a big turnover there for the Aggies. They get back in this game. They score.
Yeah, and I mean, that pick was very much needed. A lob to everywhere. And it's going to be a run with Moss, and it's not going to be a
Oh,
first down.
good tackle there from the corner. Moss is a very hard guy to tackle one-on-one.
Yeah, and that was just a textbook tackle. Wrap up the legs and get him down.
Oh,
Really good. And they're
they
going to
get a
run
touch
jet
pass to
sweep too,
Teach.
and he didn't block. And he didn't block. Oh, I hate that.
He did not. Yeah,
Yeah, that
if you're
is.
if you're Texas A&M, you gotta hate how Ruben Owens. I mean, Ruben Owens just
Yeah.
didn't even bother to block him. He just ran right by him.
Wow, that's damn.
Now A&M has to
Fourth
go
down and
for it because a
7.
57-yard
Yeah.
field goal is not. Yeah, you're probably not gonna make that being a kicker.
And he's going to get tackled before he gets the ball off, and that will be Florida Gators ball again. They still have a chance at coming back in this game. Anything is possible. But 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. See what they can do here. What can Florida do to possibly end out the game with a run and only a gain of 2 before Eugene Wilson.
Yep, 2nd and 8 for the Gators at the 42.
And go run the ball again, and he's going to be spin move.
Oh,
One
circle
gain
button.
of 1.
As you say, Electric, they be hitting the circle button on that spin move.
Yeah, that was wow. I wow. I did
Wow,
not
that was
expect them to do that.
no,
I was expecting a
almost
stop
ended
right
up
there.
working too.
Yep.
York gonna throw it.
That was a dangerous pass, really close to the defender, and that will still be a
Is
4th down and 2.
you hear the
So what I recommend just punting this ball off if I was Florida.
you heard the
You know,
coach
you
on the
don't.
sideline for the Gators. He knew that was a close play too.
Yeah, they're just gonna punt this ball off.
See, does A&M bring pressure on the punter? No, they're not. They're just gonna send everyone back.
Here we go, punt return, and it's gonna be stopped right at the 7.
That's good coverage. Again, Jakeem Jackson already has a pick. He's been all over the field today.
Yeah, and I mean that's just what you need. And here they go. They're gonna run the ball all the way to the right, and
Moss,
he's
uh-oh,
wide
look
open.
out.
One
There
on
goes
one,
Le'Veon Moss.
juke move, and he's gonna run all the way down to the 37. A gain of 30 right there, and that's a first
Is,
down and more.
yeah, indeed. Is that the momentum that the Aggies need? 37-yard gain gets them, or 30-yard gain. My apologies there. Moss gonna get a gain of 30. Second and 7 from the 40. 38
And here we
seconds
go.
left to go in the third.
Yep. And they still have a chance at scoring. So here we go. They're gonna run it again. This time he's actually gonna block, but the time he actually
It's,
blocks, it's a third down and 3.
that time it actually worked. Ruben Owens blocked. You got coming to the end of the third, about 10 seconds left. This will be the final play of the quarter.
Oh, he's gonna throw it. Oh, what
Oh,
a defensive play!
what a
What
play.
a defensive play!
Now, do you go for this if you're Texas A&M
I think you still. I think you can. Like you're
at
down
that
by 2
30?
scores. Your offense haven't been doing anything. Well, they have, but not too much.
Your defense has
Yeah.
played great for most of the game.
Yeah, so I mean, in order for something to happen, you have to go for it here.
Yep, and that's what they're gonna do. 4th and 3 from their own 44.
And what they're gonna do? Run a
It's a screen
screen,
from
and the screen is
Moss.
gonna work. Moss fights down to the 43 on the other side, and now they're starting to get into enemy territory at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's when in doubt, just throw it to your running back on a screen on 4th and 3, and well, got like a 15-yard gain, and that's what the Aggies needed. So let's see if they can score and make it a
They're
one-point
gonna,
game. Oh, look,
run the
it's
ball.
a
Oh,
direct
he just
snap
got
to
popped.
Weidman.
Yeah, he just got absolutely decked off the court. I mean, decked off the
Oh yeah,
field.
he got a shot from the
And
linebacker there. Both quarterbacks have taken some pretty nasty hits today. Oh, look at this, a quarterback change. Marcel Reed now into the game. Potential threat of Reed running the ball as he's the much more elusive quarterback of the two.
yep, in third down and 3. See what they can do here. This is gonna matter a lot to the tech. Oh, and he just could have been pass interference, but it wasn't within 5 yards, so it wasn't. Yeah, just players bumping into each other. That's all it is
Yeah,
when it comes to two drag
it
routes
was
hitting each other.
those two drag routes. It's do or die. You can either it's do or die with either them not running into each other or them running into each other. And well,
Yeah,
unfortunately for the tight end, he ended up getting ran into by his own teammate.
yeah. So
4th and 3 now for the Aggies at the Gator 36.
here we go, and this is gonna be a play action right
Wide
across the
open.
middle. Wow, wow.
Weigman just missed him.
Just just way offline. Way
Wow.
wow.
I don't. I think
That
that's the most open you're gonna be, and Weigman just completely
yeah.
missed him.
And here we go back again, and this is wide open space behind them, and it's going to be a whoa
Oh
break
my.
off of 2 tackles.
All right. Michael. I'm just gonna say Michael. I'm not even gonna bother saying his last name. A good play there from the freshman. We're gonna send a man in motion. That's Michael again, and now the Eugene Wilson gonna
Oh,
break
broke off a
in
tackle.
the first down.
Uh, I
Looks
mean,
like some.
Florida's been doing really good on the defense, and I even though Eugene Wilson got 21 yards and stuff like that, one touchdown comes from punt return, and one touchdown came from the offense, and it's just barbecue chicken right there for Florida. For I was gonna say Florida State, but for Florida Gators.
Yeah, there's Wilson again gonna carry for 5 yards. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, this game really would only probably be 7-0 if it wasn't for that Pick the A&M at throwing after the punt.
Yep, and there they go. He's going to throw it, and that's a
And he's gone.
touchdown.
Touchdown Gators. Oh, that's. I mean, there's still time, but that's probably gonna put this game away.
Yeah.
Make it 21-0 Gators. Set to kick it off.
Here you go. They step back out on this field after a non-completed fourth down conversion. He's going to try to throw it in the middle. Didn't work because the
Weedman
ball.
took a
Yeah.
shot from that linebacker.
And that's just once again another pass that could have been completed, but just getting hit before throwing the ball. Going to throw it to the wide receiver Tace, and he's going to get a gain of 9, third down and 1.
I see the Aggies gonna have to run hurry up now, being down 3 scores.
Yeah,
Gonna
he's going to lob it up to
throw
God, and that's a pick.
and picked.
This game has been just a force to be reckoned with, and that would mean this right here is going to end Texas A&M streak of being undefeated, being 8-0, and this would push them down in the rankings.
Yeah,
Pretty bad game from them, but
but
hey,
I
we
mean,
always had bad games.
I think if you're the Aggies, you just kind of, you look at it, you just kind of, move on from the loss and, go into next week, with the same mindset of, hey, last week's behind us, and, just keep going forward if you're the Aggies.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I agree with that. This game was a clear indication of, offense not working, defense still doing their best, but not working too, and it's just that's what happens. Stuff like that is going to happen.
I mean, all the great teams are gonna have that one bad game, and
And he's just gonna,
and that's gonna be
and he's just gonna,
easier.
yeah, keep the ball so you don't run up the score, and he's gonna kneel it out for the rest.
Yeah, but if you're Florida, it's a big win for the Gators. Already with 2 losses, you're gonna be 5-2 going into week 10.
Here he goes. He's gonna go ahead and kneel it off.
It's gonna do it here from the College Station. Gators
Yep.
21. Gators are gonna win this one by a score of Florida 21 and the Aggies nothing.
Yeah, and I think this was the first shutout game. I don't know exactly, but really good defensive performance from Florida. As now we will go ahead with post-conference talks. First, we're gonna go to the winning team. We're gonna go to Pablo, which is the Florida Gators coach, and we wanted to, me and Slick gonna ask you some questions. Um, So after this win, how do you feel about, possibly, trying to make your way back on, getting to the top of the SEC?
Um, I feel good after this win. I know it was a good win. They were 8-0 and stuff, but I didn't play great on offense. I'll say that. The offense was a little weak. I was carried by my defense, and if I'm gonna try to run the table or go to the playoffs, then my offense is going to improve. I'll say that.
Right. And even though it was after this win, how did you feel about your defenses? You talked most about your offense. How do you feel about your defense overall? in this very strong conference.
My defense played amazing today. I don't know if we can keep it up or what, but I do know that, I mean, they played as good of a game as they possibly could have. They didn't allow any points. So,
All right, okay. And Slick, do you have any questions?
Um, going, I guess going forward, looking at your upcoming games, what do you think, in terms of, opponents going the rest of the way, do you think you can win out, or how do you think the rest of your season's gonna go?
I mean, there's a chance for anything. Winning out's unlikely, but I'm not saying it's impossible.
All right, and I don't have anything else. So.
Okay.
All right, okay. And for sure we're going to be done with you, Pablo, and that would be the end. Great job on this win. Now you improved to 5-2 and 2-2 for the conference game, conference record. And we're going to head over to Texas A&M, and we just got to ask you a couple questions, such as what has possibly happened in that offense for you to not play as well, being held under 100 yards, in both things such as running and passing. So we wanted to know what could you possibly do and to improve in the next game.
Well, just overall, we shot ourselves in the foot, and then when we gained momentum, we just couldn't make the plays that should have been made with ease, including the block from Ruben Owens. But we just gotta fix those mental errors going into next week and get the pass game back on track like it was last week.
All right, okay. And also, wanted to talk about your defense, because your defense was able to try their best to keep you into the game, but just later on just slowly couldn't. So I wanted to talk about that too.
Well, I mean, we played the kind of football we wanted to play going into the game defensively. We wanted to let our defense do their thing and make sure the offense could capitalize. But at the end of the day, the defense can't do everything. You've got to be able to score. The defense was on the field for, I want to say, about 60% of the game, and they were just tired by the end of the game.
Right. And
Yeah, I can agree with
Slick.
that. I can agree with that. Yeah, kind of about, we asked Pablo, as we look, as your schedule going forward for the rest of the year, what game kind of, have you circled on the calendar for the rest of the season going forward?
Well, following our 2 bye weeks, I have circled the game against Hail State, because if I can win that game, I think I will be okay. But that's a very even match, and that game is a toss-up. Who knows what's going to
Right. And
Me and Electric had mentioned, you just kind of got to bounce back after this game, and we'll see what you can do against Hail State in a couple of weeks. But you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how, after this loss, to see how you bounce back, and well, we'll see what the Aggies can do next week and going forward.
yeah, and I'm for sure this is it, and that is already done for the press game conference after game, and from me, Slick, Corporal, and Pablo, all in the booth. I would like to say, see y'all later. Have a great night.